Just want to say happy Mother's Day to all the lovely women out there that are mothers. Happy Mother's Day to y'all, man. We really appreciate y'all, man. Uh, I hope we get a lot of young ladies that are mothers that tap in, or even a mother that's expecting to be. Man, we just want to take this time and really tell y'all how much we really appreciate y'all. Uh, I truly believe Mother Day is every day. You know, there's not a single day that goes by that these women don't sacrifice everything that they have and their whole being with just taking care of their responsibilities of being a mother. And I just want to give a special shout out to the ladies that put in the work day in and day out with being mothers, man. Uh, y'all have the hardest job on the planet, I truly believe. Y'all got one of the hardest jobs on the planet. So it's only right that we celebrate y'all and not just celebrate y'all once a year. You know, Mother Day is a thing that is continuous every day, every single day. So we always give thanks to the ladies that are putting in the work and the hard effort to raising their children and being really good mothers to their kids, man. Um, it doesn't go unnoticed. It doesn't go unnoticed at all.
I am now, so I'm super blessed to have a mom.
Give a quick shout out to my mom. She's always supporting me and a good cook. Thank you, Mom. I love you.
And I'm thankful for my mom because whenever I go out late, she stays up to make sure I get home.
She means the world to me. You know, she sacrifices so much, takes me to practice, gives us food, always in my corner no matter what, you know.
I love my mom. She's a great woman.
I'm grateful for my mom because she takes me to all my games and supports me.
Hey, shout out to my mom for being supportive of me all the time, being caring and loving.
I'm grateful for my mom because
We are always grateful for you ladies. That's what we're trying to say here. You know, it's gonna be hard days, it's gonna be easy days, but at the end of the day, we are truly grateful for all that you do.
she always pushes me to the hardest. Love you, Mom.
I love my mom. Hashtag soccer mom. Takes me everywhere. Comes to my games. Always here in the stands yelling.
I'm grateful for my mom because she supported me all the way, and she's the best mom I could ever ask for.
She's kind and she's beautiful, and she takes time out of her day just to support me.
You know, with that being said, man, we just really wanted to take the time to say thank you to all the lovely ladies that sacrifice so much each and every day. It doesn't go unnoticed. And to be a mother, you know, only y'all know how that feels. And being a mother, man, it's such a full time job. You know, I'm the type of man I sit back and I pay attention to what my lady does, how she cares for her children, and all the hard work that she puts in. You know, some mothers are single, man. They go out into the world and they got to work to provide not only for them but for their children as well, and then come home and they cook, they clean, they washing clothes and doing all these things to keep their family afloat. You know, a lot of the time the father disappears out of the scene. A lot of the times the father disappears and that mother is still there holding it down. And I believe like a mother is so close, next thing to God. That's why God gave the mother the gift of birthing the children, right? So we always give thanks to them, man. There's not a day that goes by that the mother is not appreciated. And at times, it may seem that way, but deep down inside, you know, every little boy loves his mother. You know, every little girl wants to grow up and be like their mother, man. So we give thanks to you, ladies, man. And I just wanted to take the time out and say Happy Mother's Day to all y'all, man. We really appreciate everything that y'all do. Never think that it goes unnoticed. Even if no one's giving you a pat on the back saying good job, mom. Even if no one is saying I see you working, I know it's hard, but I want to tell you to keep going. Even when on those stressful days when you feel like you ain't gonna make it, you keep on going because God got a blessing for you. When you take care of your responsibilities, the way that you take care of your responsibilities, God is gonna bless you, young lady. And a special shout out to all the young ladies that are single mothers that are raising these children alone, having to work and provide for them on their own, having to find babysitters so they can work and then coming home and they're stressed out, they're tired. And sometimes I know that, you know, it gets to be a little much for y'all, but it's a God-given ability that y'all have to stay strong. There's nothing like a strong mother. And on this day, they say today's Mother Day. Well, every day is Mother's Day, man. Every day is Mother's Day, and we give y'all the utmost respect. even at times it may not feel like it, dealing with different things that y'all deal with. And at the same time, you're still a woman. And it's like you sacrifice yourself. You sacrifice yourself to give all that you have on the inside, all your love, all your emotions, just everything to put inside that child because you want that child to grow up and be beautiful and wonderful and strive in the right direction, right? So I, I just felt it only right to get on here, man. A lot of people going live and doing other things and stuff like that, but I just really wanted to get on here and just give the mothers a big hand clap. I just wanted to give the mothers a big hand clap and tell y'all to keep up the good work, man. Uh, Mother's Day today, what it means to me, man. Growing up, as an adolescent, I was a handful. So I give thanks to my mother for putting all the hard work and effort in. My father wasn't there. So that should tell you everything you need to know about that. And my mother, man, she installed so many good things into me on how to treat a lady, how to cook, how to clean, how to maintain hygiene, and really just show me the ropes, man, in this thing called life today. And without her, man, there's so many things that I wouldn't know. Without her, there's so many things that I wouldn't even been acknowledgeable of, and I would have ran into a brick wall if it wasn't for my mother teaching me these things. And a lot of days, lot of times nowadays that you feel like you're stuck, ladies, man, just keep on pumping because God gonna give you a enormous blessing. He is gonna bless you for raising those kids in that right way and showing them the right things to do. It's every woman can push a baby out, but everyone every woman is not a mother. I think the title itself is so much that goes into that. And I just wanted to say thank you. That's all this live was about, man. Yeah, I felt it on my heart to congratulate some of these young ladies because I know times get hard. Times get hard, and we got to continue to push. We got to continue to uplift our women so they can be great, man. And I just want to speak to my fellas for a second. I know it's Mother's Day. I want to speak to my fellas about, just being a good individual, man, that a lady can depend on and count on, especially if you got children by this young lady. Make sure you're holding yourself up to par to function on all levels that a man should function on to make it easier for the woman, right? Because in these days and times, man, the women are put in a position where they have to do extra work. They have to put in the extra work and caliber that's missing from the male part as well. Some mothers should get recognized for Father's Day. Ain't that something? Some mothers should get recognized for Father's Day as well, man, because they really do so much. And if you was to put a man in some of these ladies' situations, they would fold. They wouldn't make it, man. I know how it feels to be right there all the time, providing for your children, whether it's schoolwork or they got sports activities. You still got to put dinner on the table. You still got to go out and make the money to pay the bills, to keep the roof over the head, to provide the shoes, the clothing and all that old stuff. So shout out to the ladies, man. And I just want to recognize and tell my fellas, man, to stay on your game, man. Stay on your game, fellas, so we can help these ladies out and make their lives just that much easier. And I want to say this too. Sometimes you never understand things until you trade places, right? That's one of the easiest ways. I say it's easy, but it's hard. That's one of the easiest ways to really get an understanding of what someone else is going through. If you was willing to trade places with them, how would your feelings and your emotions be? When you're in that situation with them. So you have empathy, right? You learn to grow and your mind matures and you have empathy, right? So you see this young lady trying and she's always up to beat, providing for her children. Mothers, they'll do anything for their children, man. Anything for their children. So always, fellas, always be that one that can be there to lend that helping hand and make it easier for that mother, because that role is already hard by itself. That's a hard role already by itself. So we need to step up to the plate and be the man that we need to be for these lovely ladies out here in their motherhood. In their motherhood. And the world is populated by what? The mothers. The world is populated from the mothers, man. And without them, we wouldn't be. We wouldn't be. So once again, I just want to take the time and tell all my ladies, man, tell them all thank you. Thank you for all that you do and all that you're going to continue to do, you know. And for the ones that's just joining in, all the ladies just joining in, take a look at this video. These young men telling y'all things.
I'm super blessed to have my mom. She's done so much for me, sacrificed so much for me. I love her to death. I mean, I don't know who I would be without her, and without her, I just wouldn't be the man I am now. So I'm super blessed to have a mom.
Give a quick shout out to my mom. She's always supporting me and a good cook. Thank you, Mom. I love you.
Good
I'm
cook.
thankful for my mom because whenever I go out late, she stays up to make sure I get home.
She means the world to me. You know, she sacrifices so much, takes me to practice, gives us food, always in my corner no matter what, you know.
I love my mom. She's a great woman.
I'm grateful for my mom because she takes me to all my games and supports me.
Hey, shout out to my mom for being supportive of me all the time, being caring and loving.
I'm grateful for my mom because she always pushes me to the hardest. Love you, Mom.
I love my mom. Hashtag soccer mom. Takes me everywhere. Comes to my games. Always here in the stands yelling.
I'm grateful for my mom because she supported me all the way, and she's the best mom I could ever ask for.
She's kind and she's beautiful, and she takes time out of her day just to support.
Happy Mother's Day to all the lovely ladies out there, man. Like I said, once again, your love doesn't go unrecognized. Your love doesn't go unappreciated. Even if you don't have someone there telling you these things, you should know within yourself all that you give, everything that you put into that child to make sure he grows and he succeeds, or that she does the same thing as well, and to be a great example of what your children will grow up to be and grow into. You know, I think back on a lot of the things that my mother did, man. I was the oldest of 5, so I grew up helping my mother out a lot. You know, she showed me how to work my way around the kitchen and keep a clean home and be neat and those type of things. So I so many times that goes unrecognized, and we need to start paying attention and getting these young fellas to really realize what their mothers mean to them in their lives, man. I'm telling you, because some of these young individuals growing up today, man, this generation that they're in, it seems like they're starting to need extra love. You know, they're starting to need extra care. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important that even as individuals, right? You know, they say it takes a village to raise a child, right? So like if you see this young man, this young lady or whatever, and they're doing some things that they might not shouldn't be doing, you know, you should be able to, as an adult, because we are adults here, to correct that child. You know, your mother wouldn't want you doing that. Your mother wouldn't see fit for that. So we got to step up to the plate too and help these mothers, right? Because every mother wants their child to be great. Every mother wants their child to do well and prevail in life. So it's good to have assistance from other people, you know, that are in your close circle, or not even in your close circle. It can be a stranger. That's what I'm saying, that people need to be on point within themselves to be able to assist. It takes a village. It takes a village to raise a child, man. And that's just where I'm at with it. And I just want to say once again, happy Mother's Day. We love y'all. We're very appreciative of y'all. Miss Patrice Edmond, happy Mother's Day to you, ma'am. I just really wanted to get on here and just talk about some other things as well. You know, I have custody of my other 2 children, man. Like I say, at some point in time, man, things went left, and every woman that pushes a baby out, you know, they may give them the title mother, but it's so much more that goes into that, right? So I just want to applaud all the good mothers, man, because every mother is not a good mother, man. Every woman that pushes a baby out is not a good mother, whatever her circumstances is, whether it's to her environment, how she was raised and stuff like that. Maybe she didn't get the guidance and learning ability to be a great mom. So man, you got so many women that may be lost. They don't know how to be a mother because they ain't never really had a mother to show them the ropes. So we need to think about that as well too. And once again, be there to give the right guidance to them as well. You know, be there to, and especially other women. Especially other women. Women, don't beat your sisters up, man. Always try to build your sisters up. Always try to uplift them and help them, especially y'all in the same journey. Y'all in the same boat of trying to do great, man, and on this quest of motherhood, because motherhood is forever, you know. And it's some about you mothers that have boys. Oh man, y'all, mama's boys. Yes, yes, yes. Y'all spoil them boys to death, man. But once again, happy Mother's Day, ladies. We really truly appreciate every single thing that y'all do, man. It doesn't go unnoticed. And I just want to tell y'all to keep up the good work. Don't stop what you're doing. Keep working hard, even when times get hard. Even when times get hard, because that young man, that young lady, she's depending on you for guidance. They depending on you to show them the way, to uplift them. You know, if all else fails, I got my mama. You know, if all else fails, I know my mother has my back. You know, like I said, most of the time the daddy leaves. You know, what happens when the relationship falls apart? When the relationship falls apart, who is still there? Mama is always there. Mama is always there, man. She's at the forefront. But nobody mess with mama's baby. But not nobody mess with mama's baby, man. So just once again, happy special Mother's Day 2024. You ladies deserve it all, man. And I hope that your children grow and prosper and turn into everything that you're dreaming of them to become, to accomplish all their goals, everything that you're putting into them day in and day out. I hope that you see them blossom. I hope you get to see them blossom and become everything that you would want them to be. It's just something about a mother smile when she sees that her child is striving and prevailing in life and succeeding in life, you know. And it's some mothers that had it hard, you know, raising this individual child or multiple kids on her own, and to see them grow up and be good adults, see them grow up and be self-efficient, see them grow up and just be good examples of human beings. And that all resorts back to who? The mother. The mother. It always resorts back to the mother and what the mother has put in them, you know, to withstand, you know, the test of time and going out into the world and dealing with all the issues of the world. They're gonna know how to deal with certain situations because my mama already put this in me. She already instilled all these good qualities in me. So when things come about, you know, I know how to deal with them because my mother done showed me the way already. You know, my mother done showed me the way already. And another thing, the mother is such a comforter. The mother is the comforter, man. She knows how to wrap that love around you when you're feeling aggravated or you're feeling low or whatever the situation might be. The mother knows exactly what to say. The mother knows exactly what to say to reassure, you know, to reassure that young child, you know, that, you know, my mama said everything gonna be okay. Everything is gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? And that's the beauty of the motherhood, man. Ladies, to me, I believe that y'all are the most precious thing on earth because nothing can give birth but y'all. You know, nothing can give birth but y'all. And don't get sidetracked by this whole, you know, transgender thing that's going on in the world today when men are becoming women and stuff like that, was supposedly becoming women. I'm gonna tell y'all something, lady. Can't nobody imitate y'all. Can't no one say, oh, I'm a woman if God didn't make him a woman. because it's something special about a lady, man. It truly is, especially a mother that's always there for her child day in and day out. It just doesn't. It just doesn't go unrecognized. And I never want y'all to feel like y'all are alone in that stance, and that no one is really paying attention to what you're doing. And even if you're struggling, because every road is not easy. Every road is not easy. And people are born into motherhood and stuff like that at an early age. They get thrown into motherhood at an early age. And some of these ladies, man, you got kids raising kids, and that goes back to having the proper guidance, And I understand sometimes things happen, and these young ladies, they get into these situations where they end up having, being a teen mom and stuff like that. And that's just double hard, it's double hard. And you see it all the time in this day and time that we're living in now, and some of them be lost. And I just encourage anyone that knows, a single mother or a young teen mom or anything like that, to be there and for a shoulder for them to lean on, or somebody with some good advice to give this young lady to kind of guide her in this motherhood. We gotta be there for one another, and not just women being there for the for women, but good men being present, good men being examples, good men being there to like I said, be a shoulder, be a crutch for these ladies, man, because that job, that role is hard. Fellas think they got it hard, having to work and provide. Just imagine having to work and provide, and then on top of that, you have to be the ultimate sacrificer, to give all of you, to give all of you, to be all just to give all of you. And I know sometimes it get hard, lady, but just imagine that, fellas. If you feel like it's hard, because I know how I feel, man. I'm the ultimate provider for my household. I guide them and lead them in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't imagine having to take on a role as the mother as well. You know what I'm saying? And make all those sacrifices, man. It gets hard on the lady. It gets hard on the lady. I done seen some ladies break down and cry and say, I'm trying, I'm doing all that I can. And if you one of those ladies in that situation, I encourage you to keep your head up and keep fighting, because God gave y'all some strength that he didn't give no one else. Yeah, God gave y'all some strength that he didn't give no one else, ladies. Just let that sink in for a minute. Let that sink in for a minute. Y'all are some truly amazing beings. Y'all spirits, man. It's hard to break a mother's spirit. It's hard. It's hard. One of the toughest individuals walking this earth today is a mother. She gonna protect them little cubs. She gonna protect her children, and she's gonna give everything that she has to make sure they're okay. And sometimes, I tease my wife all the time, you just do anything them kids say. You here, you there, everywhere. I say sometimes, you got to learn to tell them no sometimes. You got to learn to tell them no sometimes, But, that's just the mother's love. That's just the mother's love. How y'all doing out there? I see y'all in the comments over there, ladies. Happy Mother's Day to y'all. Happy Mother's Day. Michelle B, happy Mother's Day. Beverly Palmer, happy Mother's Day, man. Tika Howard, happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all y'all out there, man. For some of y'all that's just joining in, man, some special fellas want to say something to y'all, to all the mothers.
I'm super blessed to have my mom. She's done so much for me, sacrificed so much for me. I love her to death. I mean, I don't know who I would be without her, and without her, I just wouldn't be the man I am now. So I'm super blessed to have a mom.
Give a quick shout out to my mom. She's always supporting me and a good cook. Thank you, Mom. I love you.
And I'm thankful for my mom because whenever I go out late, she stays up to.
And I also want to say, ladies, I know when these boys become teenagers, and stuff like that, and they seem like they don't want to listen to nothing y'all got going on. But this is how they really feel, man, behind the scenes, when they take off that masculinity, when that all that testosterone flowing through them because they teenagers. But at the same time, ladies, this is how they really feel about y'all, man.
I go.
She means the world to me. You know, she sacrifices so much, takes me to practice, gives us food, always in my corner no matter what, you know.
I love my mom. She's a great woman.
I'm grateful for my mom because she takes me to all my games and supports me.
Hey, shout out to my mom for being supportive of me all the time, being caring and loving.
I'm grateful for my mom because she always pushes me to the hardest. Love you, Mom.
I love my mom. Hashtag soccer mom. Takes me everywhere. Comes to my games. Always here in the stands yelling.
I'm grateful for my mom because she supported me all the way, and she's the best mom I could ever ask for.
She's kind and she's beautiful, and she takes time out of her day just to support me.
To all the ladies out there that are mothers to boys, all the ladies out there that are mothers to boys, y'all are a special kind of mother because you know, them boys sometimes can be rough or hard to handle, especially the single mothers, man. You raising boys without no with no man present with you, man. It take another type of superhuman strength, you know, superhuman power, man, to even do that alone. You know, young ladies, you know, you can kind of bring them up in the way that you carry yourself. You know, it's easy because y'all are both feminine, but when you a mother and you're a young lady and you trying to raise a masculine man, and I say masculine with critique because you got some of these little boys out here, they're not being raised in that way. You know what I'm saying? They're not being raised in that way. But when a mother is trying to raise a man, it's just like another superhuman power, man. And it gets done. It gets done, man. You got so many young fellas that grew up and went on to success being raised by a single mother, and that says a lot. If y'all can think back, maybe about 6 or 7 years ago, Kevin Durant, he's a basketball player, NBA basketball player, and he won the MVP of the league that year. And he said, you know, y'all calling me the MVP, but my mother is the real MVP. And you should have seen the emotions that came over her. You should have seen the emotions coming over her. And he got up there and he was talking about how some nights, you know, they didn't even have enough for all them to eat, and his mother wouldn't even eat. She just made sure that him and his brother had something to eat. And there's many times that she went to bed without eating at all. Now you talk about sacrificing. You talk about sacrificing, man. When you give up your food, when you give up and say, I can't eat, but I'm gonna make sure my babies eat though, man. Come on, you talking about sacrifices? That's the ultimate sacrifice there. I mean, I'm giving up my nourishment, my food, you know, and making sure that my children eat and their bellies are full and stuff like that. I'm telling y'all, man, there's nothing like a mother, and they give y'all one day, but I'm telling you, ladies, you got more than one day. You got more than one day. Every day's Mother's Day. Every single day. Waking up early, staying up late, you cooking, you're cleaning, you're doing all these things, showing up to the soccer games, basketball games, volleyball games, cheerleading practice, taking your kids there and there. Like the job of a mother is never done. The job of a mother is never done. And nowadays we're living in, you know, the 2020 century, and it's like a lot of the mothers have really had to take on the role as the man. You know, used to then the mothers was doing all this work and they were able to stay at home because the daddy was going out and he was providing and making a way for his family. So the woman was able to stay at home and really stay in her feminine energy of cooking and cleaning and providing for everyone in the household. But nowadays in the new millennium, the woman has had to take on the role as a man as well to pick up the pieces, because the daddy may be gone, or they done got a divorce, or they was never married and they just broke up and went their separate ways, and the mother is left to pick up the pieces. And that takes strength. That takes strength for the young lady to do. So that's why I wanted to use today, this special day, to say happy Mother's Day to all y'all special ladies once again. Your strength, your devotion, your sacrifices, that doesn't go unnoticed, man. Every time I hear that song by Tupac, Dear Mama, you know, I almost, you know, shed a tear too, man. Like my eyes get watery because I'm one of the ones I paid attention when I was growing up. I seen the sacrifices that my mother made. I seen how she put the work in and day out. And I remember all the things that she was telling me, even to this day as a grown man. I can relate back to some of these messages that she was telling me and some of the things that she shown me. And that made me a better man. Did I make mistakes? Did I bump my head? Yes, I did, because through the course of life, everyone is going to do so. But at the same time, I can always depend on mama to give me that good wisdom, that good advice. I can always depend on her to do so. And today's Mother's Day. Today is the day that the whole world recognize you, ladies, but I'm gonna tell you, every day is Mother's Day. So don't let that go over their head and just keep doing what you're doing, because you're doing a wonderful job. You populating the earth. Yes. See, the man job is easy. It's easy. And don't get me wrong, some of the fellas, the hard working fellas, man, we, like myself, man, we put good work in, man, but we got those good women right there by us, you know what I'm saying? That's being good mothers, that's really motivating us. When I see how my woman actually does and the hard works that she puts in, it motivates me to be even stronger, because now I know I got a good backbone behind me, man. So it's gonna give me even more power to keep going out into the world and conquering it and being everything that I need to be for my lady, to activate and stay wrapped in her feminine energy to be the best mother that she can be. And I believe that a woman, when she's tapped into her spirit, she's the closest thing to God. Her and God are right here together. He designed her to give life to his beings. He designed her to put more spirits out into the world, to have these souls amongst us. They all got here. How? By a woman. By a woman, and I just want to apologize on behalf of the men that have, and I shouldn't be doing it. They should be doing it, but I'm a man, so I want to take the responsibility and say, we apologize, ladies, if we have ever let you down in any kind of way, if we ever misused you, mistreated you, we made you feel like you wasn't important. We made you feel like the things that you were doing that they didn't matter. I just want to take the time to apologize to the ladies. It comes a time when we need to recognize what women do more. And also, ladies, I said this before in the beginning, but I see so many sisters tearing each other down. You need to get back into the zone of where you're building your sisters up. Y'all building one another up, and you're not trying to tear each other down. So we need to get back to that. Help your sister out. If you see your sister, she needs help, she needs guidance in some kind of direction and stuff like that, or she's going through some things that you done been through, kind of give a helping hand. Be somebody that's gonna give out wisdom to her and knowledge of these situations to help her push on through. That's what it's about, to help her push on through, to get through these things, because you know how it feels. You was in that situation and you was waiting on somebody to come lend you a helping hand. You was looking forward to somebody coming and dropping you jewels of wisdom and knowledge on how to make it through these tough times when you a single mother parenting. And in these days and time, that's a hard thing to do, because nowadays you got so much more out into the world for these kids to gravitate to and get caught up in. So you got the internet and all this stuff going on, and all these rap lyrics and all these explicit things that are going on into the world. So it's just made that job much more harder for you. Tika Howard, be the example. Yes, the example. Be the example. Exactly. Be the example. Michelle B, thank you, guys. I see y'all in the comments, man. And just really spreading the love within y'all self, man, and congratulating one another to say, man, sister, I see you. I see you. keep going. At times may get hard, but you keep going, you know. And one day that child is gonna grow up and blossom. And it's gonna be a precious moment when they turn around and they give all the thanks to the mother. Where would I be? Where would I be without my mother? And that's the thing, man. That moment is precious for y'all. I seen some of the smiles on the ladies' faces when their sons or their daughters they grow up and they come back and give them recognition for being the ultimate good mom. I see the look on their faces, or when you see your baby up there excelling in life, you're just like, man, that's my baby. Look at him, look at her. I did that. You know what I'm saying? I did that. And some of the ladies like, yeah, I did that without a man. You know, more power to you on that, brother, sister. More power to you on that, sister. It's all a beautiful thing, man. But we need to all stay wrapped in the love of encouraging our ladies. Encouraging our ladies. And you know, uh back in the day way back in the day, because I be doing my research on things, man. I like to look up on things, back in ancient Egypt, man. They don't talk about this. See, they don't talk about this most of the time. But the woman used to get worshiped back in those days and times. Yeah, the woman used to get worshiped back in those days and time because she was the giver of life. She was able to give birth. So they was looking at her like someone that was next and connected to God, like so purely. So they used to worship the woman back then. And you see nowadays, in the day and times that we living in now, the woman gets the less respect. The woman gets the less respect, and I believe we need to correct that. We need to correct that and really get back off into a space where we uplift our women, like even when it comes to like being in success in careers and things like that. Many women don't get opportunities because they're a woman. It's not that they're not even qualified, because I know some qualified women that don't get the opportunity, but just because of their femininity. So we need to get back to giving women equal rights, equal chances at prevailing in careers, especially in the sports and stuff like that, man. I seen some of the salaries of the WNBA players, man, and something ain't right about that. Why they get paid less money because they're female? So it's a lot of things that we can correct for the ladies in these days and times, man. But like I said, one person can't get it done. We need to all come together and form an alliance for the ladies, and more power to the women. More power to the women. And I just like to thank y'all for tuning in and being a part of this live stream, man. Giving appreciation to the ladies. I'm gonna let these fellas take us out, but I just want to tell y'all one more time, thank y'all for being amazing. Thank y'all for all that y'all do. And it doesn't go unrecognized. I just want to give y'all a hand clap. Give y'all a hand clap, ladies, before I get out of here. I'm gonna let these young men do what they do, man. Happy Mother's Day.
I'm super blessed to have my mom. She's done so much for me, sacrificed so much for me. I love her to death. I mean, I don't know who I would be without her, and without her, I just wouldn't be the man I am now. So I'm super blessed to have a mom.
Give a quick shout out to my mom. She's always supporting me and a good cook. Thank you, Mom. I love you.
And I'm thankful for my mom because whenever I go out late, she stays up to make sure I get home.
She means the world to me. She sacrifices so much, takes me to practice, gives us food, always in my corner no matter what.
I love my mom. She's a great woman.
I'm grateful for my mom because she takes me to all my games and supports me.
Hey, shout out to my mom for being supportive of me all the time, being caring and loving.
I'm grateful for my mom because she always pushes me to the hardest. Love you, Mom.
I love my mom. #soccer mom. Takes me everywhere. Comes to my games. Always here in the stands yelling.
I'm grateful for my mom because she supported me all the way, and she's the best mom I could ever ask for.
She's kind and she's beautiful, and she takes time out of her day just to support.
Ladies, happy Mother's Day. 2024. We are saying happy Mother's Day to all the wonderful mothers out there. Your love, your sacrifices, it doesn't go unnoticed. It doesn't go unnoticed. So don't ever feel like you're not being appreciated. And even at times you may be being unappreciated, but know that it's somebody out there that's seeing you. And I encourage everyone, to, if you see a single mother out there trying to lend a helping hand, if you're a good stand-up individual guy, not even saying that you're trying to get involved with the young lady, but you can be assistant if she got some young boys to being a positive role model in those boys' lives, you know what I'm saying? And it's very important for young girls to actually see how a real man operates around the household. I say that all the time. You know, don't just have a man off in your household to have a man. You need to have a real leader amongst you, you know, because these young girls, they're watching how the mother is being handled, mother is being treated, and hopefully she don't grow up and just accept those things, because, you know, they happen to my mother, and vice versa. When these young men, they grow up in these households, just seeing a man just present in there and not really really not contributing to raising them, you know, taking advantage of mothers and things of that nature. So it's always good to have a good strong man there, actually being a good example and assisting the mother. Ladies, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, don't put up with no BS just to say that you have a man. Don't put up with no BS just to say that, yeah, I'm still with my kid's father, because at the end of the day, that does more damage than good. And I'm gonna end on that. Happy Mother's Day 2024 to all y'all lovely ladies out there. All you lovely ladies out there, happy Mother's Day. We love y'all.